welcome. Kat from Sacred Soul Rising, and today I want to talk about this super moon that is hitting us on the 21st of January. And remember, the moon energy doesn't just hit on that day. It builds a few days before and a few days after. But the vibration, lasts especially for a supermoon. Supermoons have a really beautiful, intense energy that is penetrating down to earth. And as a twin, we are here to transmute this energy to not only cleanse our energetic field, but also to work the energies of the earth, the ley lines. So what is the theme of this supermoon? As a collective, as twin flames, and you as divine feminine, how can you use this supermoon in January to really and what I want to say is this is setting the vibration for the next 6 months for you. And the first thing that I want to say is this supermoon is all about rebirth. So, for the last 2 years, since 2020, we have been going through such massive energetic surges that has shook the whole world up and has made the whole world question. But within the Twin Flame Collective, there has been so much gone on between divine counterparts. Now, if you were in a connection before 2020, this will have taken your connection even deeper. And when I say your connection, remember, you're one soul in two bodies. And this connection is there to allow you to, and it gives you the seeds of potential of self. So you can start to raise into your power, into your ascension, to raise, within the consciousness and shifting out of duality into singularity. And we often talk about separation on this journey. Well, separation only really plays out in the 3D. In the realms, you are always one. You have been one for infinity. This connection was orchestrated before you were even birthed here on earth. But we are now going through a massive rebirth. And the rebirth is bringing in this new sovereign energy, this powerful energy, and it's inviting you to start to really step into your soul truth and back to who you came here to be, without the conditioning, without the false sense, and to really let go of all that old dense frequency that you have gone through. And, divine feminines, and I really want to emphasize this because I get asked this loads. Are you going to talk about men on this journey? When I talk about divine feminine in a twin flame connection, I am talking about energy. Divine feminine, you are the leading twin, the more spiritual twin, the chasing twin. The divine masculine is the running twin, the matrix twin. It doesn't matter what you identify as in the physical form, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. So if you are here listening to this, trying to understand what is going on in your twin flame connection, 99.999% you are divine feminine. And you can be the most butchest of male and you're still divine feminine. And I also get, 2 males asking me or 2 females, well, how does it work for us, Kat? If it's all about energy, is this connection. And the energy right now, of course, what is the moon? Energy. What is the universe? Is energy. And right now we are in a rebirth. So for the last 2 years, we have gone through a massive tsunami. It is a tsunami of energy, of those waves crashing around us. And you know what, Divine Feminine? You have probably had those crashing waves throughout your life. But now is the time to rebirth. We only ever have the present moment. And that is what this energy, this supermoon is all about. The present moment and sitting in the energy of rebirth. But with this rebirthing energy comes a stillness, a calmness. And the waters are now starting to calm. And within that, you may feel a frustration. You may feel like, when is it ever going to end? When can I get off this train? Or this ship? And what I want you to know is that this stillness, this calmness is there for you to go deeper within. You know, we're in the year of the numerology. Every year we have a different number that is associated with the year. And it's worked out by adding 2023 up. And this year is all about the number 7. And 7 is all about going within, but going within and having this deep stillness and patience and just being in the flow and allowing the energy and really sitting within and knowing that your other self is here on earth. You have 2 incarnations now. And that the more that you step within yourself and really create with this number 7 and use the energy of number 7 while you're going through this rebirth, while you're stepping into sovereignty and your purpose, then you are going to start to really shift this journey. This supermoon, as I say, is setting the energy for the next 6 months and actually going forward by that. But you're really going to see it in the next 6 months. This is an incredible year. I mean, we've been talking about this year for a long time. This is an incredible year. It's very different for the last 2 years, 2020 to 2021 and 21 to 22. 2023 is a very different energy, and this supermoon is here resetting, ready for us to rebirth the energy and start to really shift in. But you're going to be asked to be in stillness more, and you may find it frustrating, but know this stillness is where you will find the wisdom and where you will see the truth of this journey. On the twin flame journey, what I'm being shown now is eyes, and this is channeled from divine, and what I'm being given is the journey is not seen with the eyes. The journey is felt at soul, and you are being invited into soul. And let's face it, where you and your other self connect is at a soul level, not with that mind level. So go within soul, use this energy to rebirth and reset how you are walking your pathless path on this planet, and do it with a sacred energy, do it with a ease, and do it with a gentleness. If you need more help and support on this journey, my Awakened Consciousness is there. It's my weekly support group. I'm in there all the time, supporting, helping people on this journey. We've got an incredible space. It's a private group, so nobody else knows that you're in there. And then I do live weekly Zoom calls where we really go deep into this journey, plus there's a portal area which has lots of support and help and information. If you need more help and support on this journey, click down in the description. My website's there with a wealth of information ready to support you. Much love, many blessings.